You serve a diverse community. Different people have different needs. In challenging economic times, it's not enough to be delivering excellent services. You also need to ensure that people that matter to you know about it. The one-size-fits-all communication model is dead. What works for one person may not work for another. Communication needs to be tailored. We all know that a significant number of people don't feel they're getting what they deserve. So how do you improve your image with the public? Why do a lot of messages not get through, and what can you do about it? TCC has developed a range of cutting-edge techniques that can punch through and establish a rapport with people whose attitudes are shaped by a deep sense of unfairness. We know what doesn't work. When people feel something's unfair, no amount of myth-busting, no amount of propaganda, and no amount of clever communication can really connect. Behaviour forms opinion, not the other way round. We take up opinions based on our actions, often to justify or explain them to ourselves and other people. You can't change behaviour by changing opinion. People often behave in the same way, but for very different reasons. And importantly, the language you communicate in isn't necessarily a language that your audience finds easy to understand. We use all the regular segmentation systems to gain deep insight, but we go further. We can help you identify the values that underlie that behaviour. Working with our partners, Cultural Dynamics, we can help you identify and reach out to the 3 distinct value groupings. Even when people have the same opinion about an issue, their values may be very different. This is how it works.
What gets me is going downhill, bit of a mess, graffiti everywhere. Not like it used to be, is it? You know, different people coming into the area, changing it. It's going downhill really, isn't it? No respect for people, you know, gangs hanging around. Used to be able to tell off the kids if they're misbehaving. Now you wouldn't dare, would you? You know, it's all political correctness now, isn't it? And Council goes on to you about, you know, recycling, recycle this, recycle that. Yeah, it's a big money-making scam. It's all on a boat to China. They don't really care about people like us. They're not focused on the issues that matter to us, you know. We used to have community around here. We used to get on. We used to be friendly. You know, my wife, she doesn't go out after 3 o'clock.
The thing that really gets to me is the state of the area, to be honest. It's a real mess. There's graffiti everywhere, there's rubbish everywhere. It looks rubbish. To be honest, I'm a bit embarrassed to say I live there. I don't really want people to come round because, well, what does it say about me? And, you know, I moved there a little while ago because I thought it'd be on the up. You know, might get a bit trendy, might look a bit better, but I'm going to get out soon because, like, it's just rubbish and it's not very good. I'm a bit worried about the house prices and yeah, basically something needs to be done about it.
What gets me is, why does everyone drive into work these days? I mean, the traffic, the queues, the exhaust fumes, it's clearly having an impact on the environment. And it's the children, they're the ones that are going to have to cope with the damage in the future. It's so selfish. I mean, what's wrong with just jumping on a tram or a bus? All you need to do is go online and find out how to get from A to B on public transport. And it's just like the litter. If everyone just took responsibility and picked up their rubbish, put it in the bin, we'd have a much nicer environment to live in. It's really that simple. I just don't understand why everyone can't pitch in, do their bit and help improve the environment.
Settlers, or sustenance-driven people, are people who are driven by the need for security and sustenance. They need to belong. They're often socially conservative and will often follow the behaviour of others. Prospectors, or outer-directed people, are very different. What's important to them is success and self-esteem, how they look to others. And then there's pioneers, or inner-directed people. They're society's scouts, testing, innovating, questioning. Ethics and ideas are what is important to them. If these groups aren't listened to and spoken to in the right way, if you're not speaking their language, they won't hear you, or even feel that they're being heard. We can show you how to connect. For example, settlers want to be approached in a person-orientated way. Empathy and listening are key. Trust must be built and local issues matter to them. A prospector needs to be addressed in a service-orientated way. For them, better and best is what counts. They're likely to respond well to league tables, recognition, awards and immediate, tangible, visible results. Pioneers should be addressed in a decision-orientated way. For them, it's causes, ethics and responsibility that count. They're also likely to respond most favourably to innovation, and so are useful to identify as advocates in any change management process. We'll quickly give you fast, accurate insight that will be a firm platform for all your communications. We'll give you practical tools which will enable you to drive up your reputation and the way you're perceived. This approach means value for money. Value for money because it goes to the heart of the issue. It'll help you understand people's values and how those values condition people's behaviour, people's actions and people's opinions.